Hey everybody, Mindset, Trend, and Trades, and let's look at the charts. So I'm going to name this video "What to Do When Your Stock is Up 1,000% in a Year." So I'm not by no means a professional or expert. I've only been doing this for about 5 years. But what I usually like to do when a stock runs, and I'm going to use IREN as an example, because this has been a great stock this year. It's run over 1,000% from the lows. So let's just going up. Say you own this stock here this year, early this year, and you had an average, I don't know, say around $10 or something. Uh, Even if you got in around 7 or 8, I think that's 1,000. It went up to 80, so you got 1,000% return if you had an average of $8. Um, when this happens, I mean, how do you know to hold forever? Like you're tempted to sell, you might be FOMOing in as it goes up. You don't, there's really no level. There's no level looking left to know where is it going. So first thing traders do is, I'm just going to make it simple, is we do fib extensions. Um, and that's where you go from the low to the previous high, and you bring it across here. And you're always shooting for a 1618 or a 2618 for like extreme expansion, and these levels were hit. So you can see here at this 2618, people usually would take profits around that. And if we look at the day, we might have a little bit more consolidation around that level. Yeah, it was a level where it came back down, it came up, it got, if I zoom in, it kind of got a little bit of support here, and then it went up to test. Look on the daily, pretty much the candle closed exactly at the 2618, and then it came down. It never actually, it closed once above this, and then the next day came right back through the 2618. So that's kind of trading where you want to find these levels, and you'd probably start taking profits around these 1618 or 2618 areas, and that holds true if you look back at all different kinds of stocks like Bitcoin itself. On all the previous cycles, these were key levels, and I'll let you do that exercise on your own. If you look at the Bitcoin on the daily or the weekly, you can see that this, from the lows to the previous highs, these levels were always hit. And you can look at gold as well. That's gold's measured move from most cycles have been the 1618, 2618. Lots of stocks do this. So that's where you kind of find a top, or you find a range where it'll reaccumulate or distribute. So now let's get rid of this. And what do you do when your stock's up 1,000%? Well, now you want to go from, say, the low of where this ran begin, and we'll just do a fib retracement. So we'll go to this low here to this high, and you can see today it's hitting this 0.38 retrace. Now, after this kind of top is put in, now you're going to come down to these levels and test it. Usually you get a 50% retrace on any extreme run, and you can look at different charts, different stocks that have had this run, and this is usually how these play out. So you don't have to sell everything, because everyone's thinking this is a great company, it's going to expand, where the profits are coming in, good news. But so you don't want to sell your entire position. But say at this level here, once it breaks, let's get rid of 30%. Let's hold 60% of our stock and get rid of 30%. And then it comes down to the next level. Like, ooh, I might sell another 30% here, and then I'll buy that earth. Like, we can buy and sell instantaneous in this day and age too, right? Like, we have our online brokers, and we can set up levels to buy. And these stocks usually don't leave a gap, so you usually get time to. It's very rare where you don't get time to come back and get it at these levels. So we need to have plans when our stocks run up crazy. We should really, so we took 30% of our profit here, and then, we're still holding it here because, like, oh, this is a key level. I'm not going to sell it quite yet because I don't want to miss out. This is going to be a big return for me. But you got to also remember that once it breaks this level, it'll go quick down to the next level, and it'll go quick down to the next level and the next level. And the majority of the time, markets love to see this 88.6% retrace. So there's a scenario where it comes down to $13.35. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but that's possible, and that's what happened the last cycle for all these miners. They all did 100% retraces from their highs, or they did 88.6 retraces. And you look at other stocks too, from their recent, say their recent swing lows to their swing highs. 88.6% retraces is a very common retrace, and it's good for the market to come down, put in a higher high than here. It's just when you hit these extreme cases, you think, oh, it'll never come down and hit that, but it it really can. The market can do crazy things you'd never expect it could happen. And I've only been doing this for 5 years, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can as I go. And I'm creating these videos now to help myself and to hopefully help others. So, everyone has to have their own trading plan. I mean, you can hold forever if you never need the money, but like, wouldn't it be great to have a little bit of cash to buy on a dip? So it does come, like you sold here. Oh, and you came down here. Well, maybe I want to buy more now if it stays above $50. So, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to sell everything. Let's sell a portion. Let's make a plan. Everyone should make a plan of their own, and not just follow blindly of what you hear on Twitter or X or any of these other websites. Make your own plan. Write it down, and try and execute it, and then make notes of what happened. That's just my advice. I'm using this advice for myself as well. I'm trying to do the same thing here, and just be careful with what you own. I mean, it can always come back down, and it can always go back up. So let's make our own plan. Let's find levels. These are levels that everyone in the market that participates in the market respects. So you're gonna find that these are good things to use. And if you have any questions or concerns about anything, guys, or if you want to see any other stocks, let me know. I usually just take a look at stocks, kind of identify levels and what I think, and then maybe we can have a discussion in the comments. So leave a like, subscribe if you made it this far, and let me know. And happy trading. Bye.